Good morning, everybody. Uh, Today we remember the events of 9/11. We are 10 years down the road from 9/11 2001. Just keep your eyes peeled, man. Just keep the radio on, keep the TV on, keep watching, seeing what's going on. A lot of people lost their lives that day, and many of us, including myself, believe it was not just terrorists that did it, but that our government had some form of complicity involved in it, and other shadowy figures that were out to gain a profit. Um, what can I say? I'm not trying to disrespect anybody who lost their lives or anybody who was affected by that day. It's just on the anniversary, we got to kind of reiterate exactly where we stand. At least that's the way I feel. I got to reiterate exactly where I stand on this thing. I believe it was a conspiracy. Um, Three buildings collapsed into their own footprint perfectly. One of them wasn't even hit. And it's the first time a building ever collapsed because of an aircraft collision. I'm just saying, it just seems fishy to me. But anyways, the result of that was a war in Afghanistan and a war in Iraq. The war in Iraq took my cousin, who was a toddler, when we taught him how to throw a ball and some stuff like that. And now he's dead. I'm quite certain he's with God in a better place now, probably with his relatives and stuff. I'm certain of that. I have faith. You know, I believe in God and heaven and afterlife and all that stuff. Um, but we can't. Let's not forget. Let's all reiterate exactly what we stand for. Exactly what woke us up. I remember on the day of 9/11, I was working the night shift. I woke up around 4 o'clock p.m. I had to be at work at around 10 or whatever. I usually woke up around 4. Turn on the TV. I used to watch like courtroom dramas and stuff. I turn on court TV and I see Colin Powell on there, and then I see footage and I see what's going on. And interestingly enough, so I could get some sleep, that day I had unplugged my phone because I didn't like. I had a lot of telemarketers calling me and stuff like that, and they see a new phone line hooked up and they start calling, and I was trying to get some sleep. I unplugged my phone, and my father was trying to call me, and my mother both were trying to call me, trying to get a hold of me desperately, seeing if I was okay or what. I don't, San Antonio didn't get attacked. I guess they were probably trying to tell me to turn on the TV as well, and I saw what was going on, and I called my dad, and I was like, "What the hell is going on, Pop?" And as a lot of us were, I was overcome with emotion. I was like, "Dear God, we've been attacked by a bunch of evil fuckers," and I was right. We were attacked by some evil fuckers, but it wasn't the evil fuckers that we initially thought it was. It's just too convenient. So here we are, 10 years later. A lot has happened, man. I mean, a few months later, I was introduced to a chat room called the Grassy Knoll, and people openly talked about conspiracy theories. And I that's when I first got turned on to Alex Jones. Now I've since stopped listening to Alex Jones because he's just sensational. He's too sensational. People take a lot of what he says as gospel, and I don't do that. I question everything, I question even those who question. You know what I mean? It's kind of you know, a big circle, but I mean, even those who question everything, I question them too. So I mean, but at any rate, that's what kind of woke me up. I woke up a few months after 9/11. I want to say about probably December 2001, maybe January 2002, right around there. And yeah, I don't know what I can say, but I'd like to turn you on to a guy named We Must Uplift. He's been a guest a couple of times in my blog TV chat room. He's got a cool video out there, and I can't decipher whether or not the video's been edited or what. It looks like it could be real. I know that subliminal messaging is something that the government's been experimenting with for a long time. It's working, but it's not, because a lot of us are awake. I guess we're the chosen few, or whatever, something, the watchmen on the walls, as the Bible likes to call it. I can't explain exactly why we're awake and other people aren't. Maybe because we're paying attention, or maybe because we were, from a very young age, told to look out for a specific brand of evil. A lot of Christians are told to look out for these such and such events to happen, and then the tribulation is going to happen, or any, a lot of religions have that built into their text, and or if someone's just such a skeptic or such a cynic that they question everything that the government tells them, or a lot of veterans out there who have been in government service that they know how the government works and they don't trust it. Those are the types of people that are awake. I think I probably fit into the religious category of that as well. I've taken a good hard look at prophecy because I found it so frightening that I wanted to be prepared for it and make sure I was on the right side when it went down. This video I'm gonna link you down here is to a guy named We Must Uplift. Listen to his explanation, and then check out the links in his video that he has. I saw the video and it's kind of spooky. I can't tell. I'm going to be upfront. I'm going to be perfectly 100% forthright and honest. I can't tell if the video has been edited or not. But it wouldn't surprise me if it was, and it wouldn't surprise me if it wasn't, because there's some subliminal messages in there, and the subliminal messages are something like "Obey government," "We're watching you," "Resistance is not tolerated," things like that. And that's that kind of subliminal messaging wasn't around in the days of our founding father. People were free to speak, and they were openly plotted to rebel against the government at large, which was the British Crown at the time. For whatever reason, that spirit of rebellion has been suppressed to a degree, not completely, but it has been suppressed to a specific degree. As not 100%, man. I mean, the fact that I'm here talking to you, and the fact that people bought guns when Obama was elected, and the fact that the Tea Party has emerged as a possible third party, or the fact that people are so politically angry and there's so much rhetoric, that's proof positive that it's not working 100%, but it's worked just enough to keep an outright overthrow from happening. I think personally that they know they can't whoop us. That's why they're trying to be covert about it and incremental about it. They know that like I said before, a brute force takeover will not work. So they're trying to be sneaky about it. At any rate, check out the link below. Be sure to say your prayers. America needs all the spiritual help and protection we can get right now. There's very dark forces at work right now trying to take this country that was founded on liberty and truth and justice and nobility and all these virtues that are universal to all faiths, and they're trying to dismantle it and replace it with something that is just completely overtly corrupt. So, but you got to have some faith that we're going to pull through this thing, and the truth will be exposed, and the truth will set us free. The dark can embrace the light, but it can never fully eclipse it. So, God bless you, and remember 9/11.